Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and to this video where we are going to do a first impression of the Linda Hallberg Infinity Glam palette. This is what she looks like. We're going to do some swatches. I'm going to do this whole look right here. I've used it for my cheeks and my highlighter and everything. I've also used it on my eyes, and then I did use on my lid some of the Cleona stained glass as well because I know you want me to use those more. So this is a first impression, but also using some things that you have been highly requested. If you haven't been here before, my name is Angie. I'm a lover of fashion and makeup, especially colorful makeup, and especially trying brands that you might not have heard of before. So if you want to see some more color in your timeline, if you want to see some brands that you might not have heard of in every other video, don't forget to subscribe because I do upload several videos a week. Okay, it's time to dig into the Infinity Glam palette, and I am excited. I'm excited to try this one out. This is a very neutral palette. This is marketed as an eyeshadow, a face palette, all in one. You can like sculpt and bronze and do your eyeshadows and also highlight with this one. So this is marketed as an eyeshadow as well. So all of these are eye safe. It is also vegan and cruelty free, and it has a shelf life of 24 months, and it is made in Germany. I don't exactly know the price of this, but I do know that it is available on Beauty Bay. It is also available at Linda's site, and it's also available on Kicks if you're living in Nordic countries. So I will try to link a couple of places where you can find this down below. This was sent to me as PR, but this video is not sponsored. I am going to use this on my cheeks and on my eyes, and we're going to see if this Infinity Glam palette by Linda is good or not. What are my cats doing? Might need to go tend to that. Some of my links might be affiliated. If they are, I do have a little star behind them, meaning that I will earn a small commission if you shop through my links. And if you do, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Now I need to go and see what my cat is doing because that does not sound like a good time. We gave her a box to play with and she's shredding it. So bad. I do have foundation, concealer, and some powder on. I also did my eyebrows, and I am wearing the NYX lip liner in Natural. So I do have that on, but I think we're gonna start with some like cheek products. I wanted also to show you, of course, the close-up of this one and show you some swatches so you can see how this one looks on my skin. I'm just excited to dig into this. It is 4 matte shades and it's 4 shimmery shades, and I feel like all of these shades are gonna work on me. I think both of the brown shades, I think one of them is gonna be too light to be a bronzer and one of them is probably gonna be too dark to be a bronzer, but I think I can mix them, and that is the whole thing of these Infinity palettes, is to mix these palettes to get what you want. So these are mixable shades to be used. Like Linda's brand, like Linda Hallberg, if you don't know who she is, she's a Swedish like celebrity makeup artist. She's a big star on Instagram, and she also has a YouTube channel, but I know she doesn't really update that much. And she created this brand. I will of course link her Instagram down below as well if you want to check her out. And she's all into multi-function products. I also have the other palettes from Linda, so I thought that I would show you like some comparisons on how these look together. The first comparison is just the Spectral palette, which is the eyeshadow palette that she released last year, just so you can see how they look side by side, because this is a more neutral and like that soft glam moment compared to the Spectral palette. The next one is all of the Infinity palettes next to each other, and all of these are multi-function, all face, eyes, everything kind of palettes. One is more for a lighter skin tone and one is more for a deeper skin tone. I do have both of them, and I have made videos I think with both of them. I'll see if I can find some videos with Linda Hallberg, and I will put them down below as well if you want to see some more makeup from her. And I think this Infinity Glam is a really nice palette for someone who's just looking for softer makeup. And you know I'm not all about that life, but I do appreciate a neutral from time to time. So I thought that I was gonna do my eyes and my cheeks with this palette. I'm gonna start bronzing with these two, and then I thought I'm actually gonna use a Linda Hallberg brush. This is the 310. This is actually the only brush I have from Linda Hallberg. I should really try and get some more of these. Oh, this is more of a neutral to like cool tone, which, I mean, the palette looks pretty like neutral toned, I would say. It's the only brush I have from Linda, and I kind of wish that I would try out some more. I should really invest in that because I want to try out the eye brushes as well, and people are raving about her highlighter brush, and I really want to try that. How I'm doing it is I'm just going like in between. I'm just dipping between both of them, and we're gonna see if I can get it's gonna be more, oh, that was too much of the dark. It's gonna be more of a contour thing. That was very harsh. I need to go over that with some of the light, but I'll do that at the end. So how have you been doing lately? Oof, too much of the dark again. Tell me what you've been up to. I finally installed the Marco Polo app. I only have 3 people that I'm talking to, but it's been really fun. I need to, like, I want to add more of my like YouTube and my creator friends, because I want to use the app to talk to people that I want to talk to, but they're not in the same time zone as me. That's how I want to use the app. But it's been really fun. Have you ever tried Marco Polo? I have to say I kind of like it. It's a really nice app. I'm just taking more of that lighter shade now, and I'm just buffing that over this whole area. Maybe I'll actually use my powder brush for that. I'm just using, it has my hair on it. And I'm just using more of that lighter shade, and I'm just buffing it over. That shade is very dark, and I feel like it's too dark. Should I just try and clean that up a little bit? I very rarely do things like this, but I'm gonna use some of my NYX pan. Oh, I hit the pan! Do you see the little pan? It's pan. I hit the pan. I'm just gonna clean up a bit under here. I feel like this shadow, like this shade, is slightly too cool tone for me, because I like when something is a bit more warm tone, because my skin tone is a bit more warm tone. But this is going to be very snatched. I'll just go over a bit with the Hourglass powder as well. I do have it in dim light, so maybe these brown shades are just a little bit too cool tone for me, and that dark shade turned very dark on me real fast. But that's good to know though. So maybe if you are also of a more of a warmer skin tone, this palette will be a bit too cool tone to use like on your cheekbones as well. So now we are gonna do blush. I think this is the part that I'm most excited about, because they have 4 so like beautiful. Oh, I want to use all of them. I want to use all of them, but I'm not. But I think I'm gonna use Rhea. This is like a pinky, since we're going with the soft glam thing. I think I'm gonna use Rhea, and I'll use that towards the back here. Ooh. I feel like this might need a more dense brush, since it's more of a shimmery formula. That looks really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna use a bit of setting spray. I'll use this one. It's a Gerard one before I go in with the highlighter. I think I'm gonna use this Calypso one, which is a light pink. I really think that I can get away with that one. Yep, definitely. I think that these stuck a bit better to the face when you used... That is beautiful. When you use the setting spray. Ooh, love how that shade looks. And even though Robert Welsh said that you shouldn't put highlighter on your, like, apples, I still am. I'm mixing a bit with the blush though, because you're accentuating texture and all of that, but you know how I am. I love me a glowy pore. That looks really pretty. Okay, I really love how that looks. That like highlighter looks so glowy and natural, and like no, not natural, but like there are no like glitter particles. That is beautiful. Okay, so let's go in with this eyeshadow then. I think I'm gonna start with this Flare, which was the one that I used as a powder to like blend things out on my cheeks. I'm gonna use that one. I'm gonna start with that one and see if I can just use that as a like transition shade. Ooh, this really picks up. Like I could pick up like a lot. Maybe this was too much. Just gonna do a very easy like transition shade. I think I'm gonna use like, I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but I think I'm gonna use like a shade or two from the Cleona Stained Glass collection just to spruce this up a bit, because I feel like that would be more how I would use a palette like this. Because I think a lot of people that are very into neutrals and want to get a bit into color or want to get into multichromes or anything like that, I think that just starting with a neutral or softer crease, it's like it's a good way to start, and then just popping something on the lid. And I just wanted to show you how that could look. Just a a little bit of fallout. I'm gonna use a little bit of that under my eyes as well, just to give some definition. Just gives a very subtle shade on my skin tone. Okay, I think I'm gonna use this one, the reddish shade. I think I'm gonna use that. And I'm just gonna put that in the crease. And I'm not packing this on. I'm just trying to create something softer. You know, Happy Clown does the soft glam look. Maybe that should be the title of this video. Listen. I feel like I'm in too deep as well, but I'm doing the best I can. This one really looks nice on the eyes. I bet that this would be a beautiful blush if you are a medium or tan skin tone. Okay, now I'm taking a bit of the dark brown. It's called Crater, which was the one that was slightly too dark for my cheekbones, and I'm just deepening it out a little bit here in the outer corner. I think I'm gonna leave my lower lash line like that. But this really does look like a soft, glammy look. I mean, I could definitely go in with any of the, like this one, for example, the one I have on my cheekbones. That would be such a beautiful lid shade right now to just like lighten this up a little bit. But I do want to play a bit with the Cleona shadows. Maybe I'll put on my lipstick, because I have a lipstick here as well. This is the Goldstone, also by Linda Hallberg. These are like gloss sticks, like a hybrid between a gloss and a balm, but in a stick. And this one is Goldstone. It's like a warm pink. These are super comfortable and semi-opaque, but they are pretty buildable. Okay, so this is my Cleona palette, and I do have a bundle with Cleona where I picked my 10 favorite shades from these shades here, from the original shades that they released. And you told me that you want me to do even more looks with them. So I thought today, here's another one of my hairs. Stop it. I'm gonna use this one that is Engrave and this one that is Luminaire. I'm gonna use those two shades, and those are available in the bundle that I did with Cleona. Basically, my 10 favorite shades from the original stained glass. For people that want to try the stained glass but just are a bit overwhelmed and don't really know where to begin, I definitely would recommend my bundle, because it really gives you a bit of everything. And I think that for some people, maybe that's just what you want. And of course, 10 shades that I really love. So I'm gonna start with Engrave. It is a pinky gold peach kind of a thing, and I'm gonna put that on with my finger because I am not trying to make this super precise. I just want to have this on my lid. I'm just tapping on the edges to make this a bit more diffused. Of course, you can use a normal lid brush with these shadows. It's just that I like using my fingers when I'm gonna put on a lid shade that I want to have diffused edges, and I love working with a finger. And of course I don't have any nails, so for me it's a bit easier. I'm gonna go in with this palette again, and I'm just gonna use a bit of the lightest brown, and I'm just gonna blend over the edges a bit. And then I'm going to take some of the darkest brown, and I'm just gonna again reapply that out here in the outer part of the lid and crease. Okay, let me take a little bit of the Luminaire shade, and I am gonna spray this because I want to put it in my inner corners, and I want it to be as opaque as possible. That's why I spray shadows, and also to prevent fallout. So this is the Luminaire shadow, and it's like a pinky peach highlight or inner corner highlight for me. So this is a nice and somewhat subtle look. I'm gonna do some lashes. I'm still using a bit of my We mascara. This is the More mascara from We. So I'm gonna use that on my lower lashes, and I'm also gonna like curl my lashes and see how big they can get. That's what she said. This mascara is almost out, but I do have a backup. So maybe I should just say that this was the last use of this one and get into my backup instead. Okay, so this is the look without some lashes. I think I'm gonna put on the Iconic Lights. Those are pretty like dainty but still a bit flared, which is something that I really love. But I like how this looks. It looks really nice. So let me put on the falsies and I can share some like final thoughts. Okay, this is pretty much the finished look, but I thought I'd do some like eyeliner as well in my waterline. I'm gonna mix a pink. This is Boots by Colourpop, and I'm gonna mix it with just a white, regular white, to make more of a light pink, because I actually don't have that. Really hope that Linda comes up with more crayons in pastels. Love that! Linda, can we have that? Please, pretty please, with the cherry on top. So I'm just gonna start with some pink. Whew, that's bright. There goes the soft glam look. Oh well. I was never much of a soft glam kind of a gal. That's pink. Okay, let's go over this with the white. That's really in need of some sharpening. Oh well, there's always next time. And I'm just gonna mix these. Not in the eye, Angie. Not in the eye. So it becomes something more pastel. And when it comes a little pink on the pen, I'll just put that on my finger so I can get the white again. So I actually can get the mix. And there you can see we have a more light pink waterline here and a more bright pink here. And I'm also watering because I draw on my actual eyeball. That's not ideal. Okay, there we go. So what do I think about the palette? Should I zoom out a little bit? See, look at my pretty top. What do I think about the palette? I think the palette has really nice shades. I didn't have any problems particularly to blend any of it. The only like issue, like problem I had was that this one was a bit too dark for me and I should have blended it with more of the light, but that's like a user error. That's like me not knowing how to do makeup, and I don't know if I should, I want to blame someone, but I don't know if this is the time. I will say that when I used a more flimsy powder like blush brush for this blush, it didn't really apply good on the skin until I used something denser. So that could be a good tip for you if you want to use these shimmery powders on your cheeks, to use something slightly denser or to spray your face with a setting spray before, so it's a bit easier to apply. That's about it. I'm happy I have it. These aren't 100% my colors, and you know that if I weren't on YouTube like reviewing things, this wouldn't have made its way into my collection because that's just the way life is. But I will say that I love how my cheeks look right now, so I will be digging into this one a bit more to do more things for my cheeks. Listen, it's been a long day at work. This is a Thursday night. I don't know when this is going up, but I feel like I need a glass of wine. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!